Good morning, Tango Charlie, and all the people. By the way, people, this very soon graphic effects, good morning, broadcast will be available in podcast form. We're working on that. That's coming. So if you hear these in podcast form and you're like, who is Bear talking to? Tango Charlie and Tim and graphic effects. It's because there are people here at the live stream, Overall Living, good morning, sir, on YouTube. That is who I am talking to. So, as these things become podcasts, please understand that I'm not talking to all of my imaginary friends. I'm talking to Potato Land Fluffy Bunny on the YouTubes, because that's how we do it. Shalom, everybody. Thank y'all for being here. You are the coolest kids on the block. Nobody kicks sand in your face on the playground, and the seesaw will always be yours because you are members of the Bear Nation. Thank you for being here. 96,700 of you. Insane. Absolutely insane. You hit me right in the feels. Thank you. If you're looking in the shadows, if you're behind the pile of tires on the corner of the playground, peering through the rubber tread going, I would really like to play with those kids. Like, subscribe, share, hit us with a thumbs up. We greatly appreciate that. As always, your intel and your silver linings go to intel at bearindependent.com. You spell that BARENDEPANDINTZ.com. bearindependent.com. And as always, Patreon, good morning, Doug, is where you'll find the entirety of this report. So on days that maybe we don't have time to get to everything in this report, you can always find it on Patreon. And bless y'all, patrons, you are the economic engine of the Bear Nation. With that being said, let's get started. Intel report. 10 August 2020 overview. Man, it's all COVID-y out there. Global cases are just shy of 20 million with 6.3 million active cases. Global deaths, 631,000. Global recoveries, 12.8 million. U.S. cases, just shy of 5.2 million with just shy of 2.4 million active cases. U.S. deaths are 165,000. U.S. recoveries are 2.6 million. Good morning, Wes Crocker. And Christian Hiltbrunner, good morning, good morning, good morning. After no agreement was reached last week on a second stimulus package, President Trump, the best Trump, all of the presidents, believe me, believe it, accused the Democrats of stonewalling aid and signed 4 executive orders bypassing Congress to deliver relief to Americans. Oh, gosh, the numbers are racist. That's funny. He has announced a $400 a week unemployment payout and extensions for both student loan relief and eviction protections. Let's repeat that. He has announced a $400 a week unemployment payout and extensions for both student loan relief and eviction protections. He has also signed a payroll tax holiday, aka a deferral, for Americans earning less than $100,000 through the end of the year, and has promised more relief if he wins a second term. Not so small government-y. Although, of course, I mean, Trump's not very small government-y anyway. But, yeah, Bernie Trump, there you go. Yeah. Donald Sanders. Militant Roots, bless you. Thank you. Appreciate you. Now, the Trump administration has called in hundreds of federal officers for cities that have seen spikes in violent crime, such as Chicago and Detroit. Chicago has seen 450 murders so far this year alone. Come out of her, my people, lest you partake of her sins and receive of her plagues. Yeah. Hilton, the hotel company, has predicted it will take 2 to 3 years before their hotel chain will fully rebound. I don't know, about 2 to 3 years. Smells bud, good morning. We'll see. I'm still squarely in the camp of 70% things go well. James Cannon, bless you. Thank you. Bro, I know Chicago City is burning. I don't, and I mean this with all love in my heart, I don't know how to tell y'all more clearly, get out of the cities, than to say, get out of the cities. It's Monday morning, and I don't want to dive into this rabbit hole. I don't want to get my blood pressure up. I don't want to start yelling at this iPhone, because I think a lot of y'all don't respond well to that. I'm just telling you point blank. If you are in the cities, your population density equation sucks. There are limited resources and lots of people. Okay? Be done with it. Leave. Come out of her, my people. I was in Psalms this morning. And, yeah. But I can show you in Revelation. Bear, are we living in end times? Hell, I don't know. We're living in something that approximates end times for sure. But yeah. Cycles, man. Things are bad. Can get very bad. Revelation 18, verse 4. And I heard another voice from the heavens saying, come out of her, my people, lest you share in her sins and lest you receive of her plagues. Because her sins have piled up to reach the heavens, and Elohim has remembered her unrighteousnesses. Render to her as she indeed did render, and repay her double according to her works. And the cup which she has mixed for her double. You reap what you sow. And even if you are sowing good seeds in the city, you're in the city. Those seeds are falling on ground that it hasn't been appropriately prepared. It literally says, come out of her, my people, lest you partake in her sins. Just by being there, you're going to be subjected to sin all around you, and therefore you will receive of the plagues that hit the city. Okay, so this is a biblical concept. Your population density sucks. No matter how much good you do when you're surrounded by evil, you're still surrounded by evil. And when judgment visits that evil, you don't want to be there. Okay? So, and for everybody who says, well, my God would never do that. He would take care of me. I just told you where he said GTFO, man. It's time to go. It's time to go. Come out of her, my people. Is everybody tracking? Roger that. Roger that. 20% of Delta's workforce has left with early retirement. This being Delta Force, of course. Wait, they don't exist. They're not called that anymore. No, we're talking about the plane company. 20% of Delta's workforce has left with early retirement and exit package incentivization, which was a company move to avoid layoffs. But listen, for real, shout out to the Dance Monkeys for typing up the word incentivization. And frankly, I'm going to give myself a little pat on the shoulder. First try, yo. First try, nailed it. But really, the best monkeys, all the tremendous. Good morning, Matthew Goza. Shalom, brother. Incentivization, 3 times in a row. Got it. The best monkeys. These are the best monkeys. When these monkeys dance, everybody watches. They're like strobe lights. They have the best moves. All of the best monkey moves. They're little, but they're powerful. They're powerful monks with the grabby hands. They eat the intel and they poop reports. The best, Jerry. Bear, did you do a video covering the Lebanese explosion yet? I did an hour live stream on it, homie. All right, bearindependent.com. Bearindependent.com. What is there? You guys know it's there. First of all, this cool shirt's there. Goats and hoes. I like this shirt. I like it a lot. And I like that this goat has a Bear logo tramp stamp on it, tiny. That's cool. So you can get that in the store. Also, you should just lift heavy things and eat clean, because when you're coming out of her, my people, you need to be strong, because life is a contact sport. And you need to be able to hit back. Thanks, Becca Fuller. So you can get this shirt there. My wife told me yesterday, she said, you have not told anybody about stickers in a long time. I said, okay, copy that, babe. I love you. You're cute as hell. I guess I'll tell them about stickers. Because, by the way, you guys probably didn't know this, but my wife runs the store. So this is a cool sticker, Bear Nation. Bear Nation Strong right there. You like that? I like that one. Bear Nation Strong. I dig it. Although it looks backwards. It looks like Rayab, Noatan, Gnarst. But that's not what it says. It says Bear Nation Strong. So that one's cool. This one's cool. The Rifle Bear. I like the Rifle Bear. Why the Pentagon? Because I had a graphic designer draw up logos and it worked, and I like it a lot. Speaking of the Pentagon, the original, the classic, the bear patch. These are all high quality vinyl too. You can put them on your cup. You can put them on your truck. You can put them on your oil rig. You can put them on your face. You can stick them to your toddler. You can stick them to your window of your semi. There's a lot of semi drivers driving around with one of these. So Bear Nation IFF, identification friend or foe right here. And by the way, these are like $3. They're not like $12.95 for a vinyl sticker. The pooping unicorn. The pooping unicorn. There you go. This one is one of my favorites. It's probably my favorites. Thank you, Meta83. Because sometimes when the world's on fire, you just need to remember there's a unicorn up there pooping a rainbow for you somewhere. So, my wife's sticker, the tactical chicken. Love the tactical chicken. It's all the best chickens. This thing is phenomenal. And she likes to point out that this sticker has sold as much as this sticker in the store. So you got to help me out. If you're on Team Homie, go get a tactical chicken sticker. If you're on Team Bear, go get a bear sticker. If you're just on Team Bear Nation, maybe get both. I don't know what to tell you. You know what I mean, Frankie? You know what I mean. But the tactical chicken sticker, she loves pointing out, is tied with the bear sticker for sales. And then, of course, you've still got the goats and hoes sticker here, right? And you've got the dance monkey sticker. I love the dance monkey sticker. Mr. Brees did a great job on this. The little bear logo on the earmuffs right there. And you got the Grindstone Ministry sticker. We only got one more. Grindstone right there. That's right. Proverbs 27:17. As iron sharpens iron, so one brother sharpens another. And what does a grindstone do? It weaponizes iron so it can go to work. Right. And lastly, the Bear Independent A1 Beholden to No Man sticker. I like that one too. I like all of them. Yeah, we have patches, Christopher. Great question. Hold on, I'll show you. Maybe I'll show you. They move everything around on me all the time. Oh, hold on. I see some. Oh, by the way, a lot of those stickers are available as magnets as well. So this is the original bear patch, and this is the Bear Independent Gray Man patch. They're both the same size. I dig them. I like them. Yes, we have patches. Go ahead and check them out. They're at the store. Let's get back to El Reporto, Del El Reporto. Preppersonly.com. All right. 2 or more eyewitness accounts continuity of infrastructure and supply chains. Repeating, shortages include ammo, firearms, coin, aluminum cans, home appliances, swimming pools, pressure-treated lumber, select Clorox products, and other construction materials such as nails and screws. Mini inset knife review, Ontario Knife Company, Rat 1 folder, Aus 8 steel, yes, foreign made, Taiwan, but 30 doll hairs, freaking badass, fabulous, tremendous. Does it shave? Well, yes, it does shave. There's some bear hair on the blade, and there's a bare spot on the back of my hand. Phenomenal knife. I dig it. Currently in use is the Pocket EDC for testing and review. The clip is reversible. I like tip up carry, so I need to move this way. But deployment, it's good. It's good, man. It's good. It's a liner lock right there. Can you see that? Liner lock. Fabulous, tremendous, highly recommended, the best knife, everybody tells me. Trump is reinstating a 10% tariff on Canadian aluminum in an effort to protect the American aluminum industry. Yay? Question mark? I don't know. I don't know. I really don't like protectionist policies. I'm a laissez-faire capitalist. Leave me alone and let me do my job. But I don't know. I mean, here's the deal, and I'm not going to pontificate too much on this. All of these are indicators that life as we know it is going to become different than it is right now. Holy, 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 bless you and thank you. We know this. We just need to continue to orient on the fact that life as we know it is getting... I'm a protectionist, isolationist. Copy. Good for you, man. With peace, love, and chicken grease, man. I'm gonna leave me the hell alonest. Let me do me. But life as we know it is getting a little screwy. It's getting a little screwy. These are all just indicators that things are getting a little screwy. Yeah, 50 rounds of 9mm for $35. I'm good, thanks. Legal, political, and military. H.R. 6395, National Defense Authorization Act for 2021 has passed the House and is going to the Senate. Section 542 would enable a military judge to issue a protective order, removing guns without due process. This is under the sexual assault subtitle E, so this may be due to recent tragic events refreshing the issue. May not be. Do you even hashtag tyranny? Now, if you're inside of the United States military, you're subjected to that anyway. If you're not, now we absolutely, Rob Scott, bless you, absolutely have an issue of violation of due process. Keep an eyeball on that. Again, that is H.R. 6395, National Defense Authorization Act. National Defense Authorization Act. There you go. Now you'll remember it. There are calls from adbusters for a siege on the White House to, quote, occupy the White House in protest. According to their manifesto, they desire worldwide mob influence over government, economics, and more. Let's put a pair of M134s on the roof, overlapping fields of fire, and I don't know, a pair of A10s on station, and let them get all set up and just go, yeah, send it. Just let everybody pull back and just Bert. Yeah, we're gonna need a front end loader to clean all this up. Just dig a ditch over there on the shore of the Potomac, and we're just gonna, there we go. Pics of this is on Patreon, these adbuster morons. TikTok is planning to sue the Trump administration due to the expected ban from the U.S. Good luck with that. Good luck, the best luck, all of it. You're gonna need it, believe me. I can see why they're going to sue Trump, but hey, you're owned by China. Good morning, Daniel Kirkland. China, the worst China, all of it, the worst. You know what I mean, Chad. It's spyware, so whatever. China with the J, that is correct. China. In New Jersey, a small business owner and her friend were showing products through a Facebook Live video from inside their store after 8 p.m. The police showed up around 9 p.m. and said the business had to be closed after 8 p.m. and that she and her friend needed to put masks on. Itzhak Davis, shalom. She says the business will be closing. The losses are too great to continue. Do you even tyranny actual? Getting back to this, I'm a leave me the hell alone guy. You reap what you sow. Appalachian Preparedness, good morning. You reap what you sow. Jersey is coming off the rails, man. A lot of places are coming off the rails. The writing is on the wall. You either see it and act or you don't. And I know for many, many people, it's just not that simple. There's extenuating circumstances, and I get it. I know people, for example, my kids are here. Man, I get that and I sympathize with that, and my heart breaks for you. I know people who have left, just left. And I'm not saying that's the right thing or the wrong thing to do, but I know people who have had to make that decision. It is crazy out there. If you can, the very concept that police officers would come to my office and say, hey, it's past 8 o'clock, you can't be here. You make me want to say bad words and scratch my beard. This is my office. I pay rent to be here. Bless you, Lucas. It'll work. Lucas, they'll work. Mylar's better, but it'll work. This is my office. I pay the rent. I pay the insurance. I pay the utilities. I assume all the risk. I populate it. I employ the people inside of it. This is my office. You don't get to tell me that I can or cannot. Morning, Frank. Be here and feed my family. 1 Timothy 5 verse 8, he who does not work has denied the faith and is worse than an unbeliever. Worse than an infidel, straight out of the New Testament. So you don't get to tell me I can't work, because this is a First Amendment issue. It is part of my faith, my belief system, that I must bust my ass 6 days a week. And we do. Here in Oklahoma, praise the Most High, you can still make that argument. You don't even need to make that argument in a few places, but recently I was in Oklahoma City, and I said, hey man, the whole city's under a mask mandate, and I said, hey man, kiss my hairy white ass, I have a religious exemption. And they said, what? And I said, yeah. The Torah says, if you're sick, wear a mask from here down. Good morning, Yankee Survival. Shaloha, brother. I ain't sick, so I'm not wearing a mask. When I am sick, I'll put a mask on and put myself outside the camp. But in the meanwhile, you can kiss my hairy white ass. And they were just like, okay, sounds good. Thank you. Right? So even in the more liberal parts of this state, if you have conviction, heard Oklahoma passed mandatory vax 10 years ago. You heard wrong, homeboy. You heard way wrong. Anyway, if you stand on your convictions, you don't have these issues. But you also must be in a place where you can stand on your convictions. Getting back to the whole, come out of her, my people, lest you partake of her sins and receive of her plagues. There are good people that are partaking of sins and receiving in plagues everywhere simply because of where they are. They are in the wrong place. And I'll leave you with this on this point. If you read your Bible, and I strongly encourage you to do so, you will see that the Father's people move. If you are the Father's people, you don't get married to a geographic area. That's not how he rolls. Provision and blessing. He will move you from where you are to where you need to be, but you have to be willing to hear his voice and heed his voice. But the Father's people move. Anytime they sat still for too long, shit went sideways. Something you need to think about. Societal in general. Adobe has blocked a series of Republican ads against defunding the police, depicting footage of the civil unrest following George Floyd's death. The company cited, quote, violent, dangerous activities. You think? Rioting in the streets is violent, dangerous activities. And moving companies say they're still being flooded with requests from people leaving New York City. Good morning, Badger. Bless you, brother. And praise Yah that people are leaving New York City by the droves. But understand, now they're moving in the burbs, right? Come out of her, my people. Single accounts, insider intel, miscellaneous. The IRS will be sending a letter to 1 in 3 people asking them to prove their identity. To avoid scams, do not reply to any numbers contained in the letter, but go straight to the source like irs.gov. During one viewer's Walmart to Walmart money center transfer, Walmart demanded name, transaction number, dollar amount, phone number, all of which are normal, but then was asked a string of unusual questions like if the money was COVID-19 related. Quote, are you sending money to buy a vaccine? And quote, what are you sending the money for? The bizarre interrogation lasted around 10 minutes. Be aware. Totally missed the trash can, man. Totally missed it. Oh, man, Liberty's here, too. It's like a family reunion up in here. Good morning, sister. In international news, a 4.5 million dose deal, 4.5 million doses of a vaccine. The deal was made with, let me start over. A 4.5 million dose deal with the U.S. biotech company Moderna would make it possible for Switzerland to vaccinate 2.25 million people, a quarter of the population. I have one word written next to that statement. It's right here, and it says black, because that's exactly how I feel about that. Black. Black. Beirut is bubbling over with fury after the explosion that killed at least 150 people and injured 5,000. Riots against the government have erupted, injuring hundreds more. Small fires were set in front of the main parliament hall, and rubble was thrown at police in riot gear. Gallows and nooses were set up as people chanted that they wanted the fall of the regime. Well, that sounds a lot like a let them eat cake moment. Sounds a lot like what I've been saying for the last 3 years. We are coming to a let them eat cake moment where those that govern and those that are governed are so out of alignment that those that govern say, let them eat cake. And the people go, how about instead we lop your heads off? Is it possible we see that in Beirut? Yes, it's absolutely possible. Yeah, right? We got 1,100 people and 266 thumbs up. Come on, man. Good morning, Mad Mike. Hit me with a thumbie uppy, man. There we go. I appreciate that. Now, here's the thing. It is my belief that it's just a matter of time in the United States before this happens here as well. I want to balance that by the statement I was trying to make earlier. I believe we're still about 30% chaos actual coming, and 70% this is just a speed bump on the road of life. That's my gut. I don't know, but that's my gut. So, within that 30% possibility for chaos, in my mind, is an American, mainland America, let them eat cake moment here. I could wax poetic for the next half an hour on how out of line the American populace is with its governing bodies and how effing worthless federal level politicians are and how rigged the system is. And I'm not going to, because I don't want to steal my own joy or steal it from you. Brad, bless you. Hey man, I'm familiar with upstate New York. Bless you. But all of this, again, the let them eat cake moment is indicative of a scarcity of resources. All of this points to a scarcity of resources. Yeah, oh, we need to dissemble ourselves from China. Yes, agreed. But you're looking at the symptoms, not the disease. Scarcity of resources. This is what comes cyclically. This is what comes cyclically. That's why if we look at Matthew 24, if you're like, hey, is this end times or what? Where are we? Matthew 24. And going out, Yeshua, Jesus, went away from the set-apart place, the temple, and his taught ones, his apostles, came near to point out to him the buildings and of the set-apart place. And Yeshua, Jesus the Christ, said to them, do you not see all these? Truly I say to you, not one stone shall be left here upon another at all, which shall not be thrown down. And as he sat on the Mount of Olives, the taught ones, the apostles, came to him separately, saying, say to us, when shall this be, and what is the sign of your coming, and the end of an age? And Yeshua answering said to them, take heed that no one leads you astray, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am the Messiah, and they shall lead many astray. And you shall begin to hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you are not troubled, for these have to take place, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. That nation is ethnos in the Greek. That means people group against people group. And kingdom against kingdom. This is nation state, country against country. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be scarcities of food, and deadly diseases, and earthquakes in places. And all these are the beginnings of the birth pains. Then they shall deliver you up to affliction and kill you, and you shall be hated by all nations for my name's sake. And then many shall stumble, and they shall deliver up one another, and shall hate one another, and many false prophets shall rise up and lead many astray. And because of the increase in lawlessness, the love of many shall become cold. But he who shall have endured to the end shall be saved. And this is the good news of the kingdom, shall be proclaimed in all the world as a witness to all the nations, and then the end shall come. So are we living Matthew 24? Well, if we are, there's a bunch of benchmarks that need to take place that have not happened yet. However, but. Amen, Butch, and bless you for having eyes that can see and ears that can hear. Artful Lords, bless you, brother. Thank you. However, but things go in cycles. Dig and bless you, man. And so is this part of a cycle, or is this the end of the world as we know it? I don't know. I think geopolitically, yes, 250 years. What's that dude? Oh, Sir something, The Fate of Empires. Sir John Glubb, The Fate of Empires. 250-year cycles. We're coming up on the end of one for the end of the United States. We're coming up on an 80-year convergence of an 80-year cycle and a 60-year cycle within the seasons for war within the United States. And the next one that comes is a massive war. It's on the 80-year cycle. I did a video on that based upon the book Divine Numerics in the Coming World War by Dr. Michael McGee. Phenomenal book. So that cycle's converging. We have a 400-year solar cycle that's converging. We have all these different things going on. That's why we're seeing war, geopolitical issues, scarcity of food, solar issues, which cause famine, which cause plague, which cause locusts. All these things are coming together to create essentially the perfect storm for preparedness. So is this end times, or these symptoms of what one would experience in end times? Frankly, the way that we would prepare for either of those things is the same. You need to be right with your Creator. You need to be manifesting as much of the skill set, heart set, and mindset as possible to do the things that you need to do. And then you need to be stockpiling material goods against potential chaos. That's what you need to be doing. The how is explained in 2,000, literally 2,000 different videos here and on Patreon. The why was just outlined to you. The you is you and everybody you love around you. The when is right now. What more do you need? What more do you need? So, yeah, you should be executing. Regardless of where we are in this cycle, you should be executing. Shane, I got a whole video on it, homie. Actionable. Well, you know what? First of all, if you're going to be actionable, you need to go to adventurefrontier.com. You need to get your Spartan armor, your plate carrier, the best armor. It stops all of the bullets, all of it. Believe me. Level 3 plus, level 4 plates. You can get them there, the triple curve, the single curve, the anti-spall coating, the side plates, and the this thing and the that thing, and do they have this carrier? They have all that stuff. They have the bare minimum and the bare fac. You can purchase those there as well. Handmade, made in America, guaranteed forever. I got some right here on this table. Look right there. See that? Yankee did that. Liberty did that. See these in this box right here? That's right. Liberty did that. See this right there? That's a stomp bag going out to a customer because they're awesome. You see that right there? That's a wagon full of postal boxes that we can fill up with orders today to ship out, because you see these right here? They are filled with medical gear, which comes from this wall right over here. All those up there are stomp bags that will be packed this week and sent out to companies. So, yes, these IFACs are made in America, handmade, made in America, guaranteed forever. It's the bare fac and the bare minimum, which you can purchase at adventurefrontier.com. And frankly, they're badass. Like, here's one in OD green. You guys know the deal, but we got to do it. We got to do it. So you close up the little lid like so. See this? See right there? Bare. That's right, bare. This is the bare minimum. How big is it? It's about that big. Hangs on your plate carrier, your chest rig, your war belt, your whatever. Oh, I'm hit. You grab this, you rip it open, you grab the red tab, and this comes right out. And then right here, you have in your hand everything you need for combat life-saving. Surgical tape, 6-inch emergency trauma dressing, gloves, Gen 7 cat tourniquet, decompression needle. That's right, a legit decompression needle for tension pneumothorax. And then down here, you have your 7 1/4-inch North American Rescue shears, your nasal pharyngeal airway, not one, but two 5x9 gauze pads right here. And then you've got, Liberty's probably groaning. She's like, oh, I gotta put that friggin' kit back together. You're welcome, sister. Not one, but two, not compact, but full size, high-fin chest seals, all in a little package that's smaller than the standard issue military IFAC, has more capability than the standard issue military IFAC, costs less than $200, handmade, made in America, guaranteed forever, and you can buy them from us at bearindependent.com, or you can get them at adventurefrontier.com, which is where you get your Spartan armor, which you use promo code BearNation for to get 10% off your armor order, because they have armor, check. They have IFACs, check. And they have floofy bun buns, that is correct, check. California Pathfinders, we appreciate you. Thank you very much. Actionable, adventurefrontier.com. We just talked about that. The best adventures, all of the frontiers, a new frontier. This is why we need a force in space. Adventure, frontier, put a man on the moon. Wait a minute, I'm confused. Local bakeries and ice cream shops may be a good source for food grade 5-gallon buckets. Bulk popcorn can easily be stored, ground for emergency food, and planted. So there you go. Check your hand sanitizers. The FDA encourages you not to smoke or eat them. Also, they say that various hand sanitizers can contain dangerous and lethal alcohols, so be careful with that. You should be in communication with your neighbors and your sheriff's department and be prepared as a group for civil unrest. White Fox, that's awesome. The new firearms transaction record form has all the buyer information on the first page. This makes gathering personal information of the buyer as easy as recording with your phone. So be careful that somebody's not stealing your identity and booking a trip on the next SpaceX flight out into space, and they're going to go up into near-Earth orbit without you because you wrote all your info on the first page of that form and let somebody snap a pic of it. So make sure that you're keeping your eyes on your FFL people. But also, we love our FFL people. Reach out and socially support others, including children and the elderly. If you cannot acquire a freezer for meat, I like that question. Honest question. Are people just going to sit around waiting for tyranny to knock on their door? Well, frankly, in many places it already is, and they're there and doing nothing about it. And frankly, in other places like here, not so much. We don't have those issues. Now, I'm not going to get in my truck and drive to New Jersey to deal with the tyranny there, because y'all need to clean your own house, get your own house in order first. I'll deal with tyranny here in Oklahoma and whenever it rears its ugly head, we stamp it down so that people know, hey, we don't tolerate that kind of bullshizer here in Oklahoma. All that being said, though, talking about it on a live stream on an internet YouTube channel doesn't actually do anything about it. You have to be active in your community. You have to be involved with the politics in your area. You need to make your voice known. And then you need to know where your lines in the sand are so that if somebody crosses those lines, you can then go do something about it. But pontificating on the internet for you or me, frankly, is useless. Okay? Okay. If you cannot acquire a freezer for meat, remember that pressure canning, pickling, and freeze drying are options. Also consider looking on alternative markets like Book of Face and List of Craigs for individual sellers of freezers. Alternative food resources include the Asian supply stores, the Amish and Mennonite stores, restaurant supply stores, and local farmers. You can form groups to buy direct and process live. If you need medical supplies, look at midwife and veterinarian supply stores. If you cannot obtain seed in your area, use your pantry. Dry beans, seeds found inside of ripe squash and tomatoes, potatoes that have been left to sprout eyes, and so forth. I have the best words. They are tremendous. You should believe me. And you should stay politically vigilant and active so that tyranny does not end up on your doorstep. Silver linings. Less spending under the pandemic restrictions has resulted in the largest shrinkage in Americans' debt load in 7 years. You know what? I just remembered. I told Liberty that I would talk about this. So I'm going to talk about this for 2 minutes. And if you don't like it, I apologize. But this is the adventure kit. She's making these now. By the way, bless y'all, because Bear Independent literally is responsible for generating the revenue that allows us to employ and feed, there's 23 people that are fed by what we do. So thank you for partnering with me and helping me to create the opportunity for other brothers and sisters to step into so that they can earn revenue and run their household. So this is a partnership. Good morning, Mikey Bones, and we appreciate you. Thank you. So Liberty is the one that packs these. She of the engagement to Yankee Survival. Okay, this is the adventure kit. And she told me yesterday, she said, hey, you need to make sure that people know about the adventure kit. I said, okay, simmer down. She's like, I was like, okay, Liberty, calm down. This is the adventure kit. This is the one in OD green. It also comes in coyote. This is the coyote. It also comes in black, okay? Tactical black. Coyote brown, which frankly goes with everything, and OD green, which frankly also goes with everything. It has molly on the back. You can molly this onto your Jeep or your Baja truck or your rucksack or whatever. It has metal. Can you hear that? Metal D-rings, metal buckles here. Has a carry strap, and it has a shoulder strap so you can sling this thing over your shoulder like a continental soldier because do your ears hang low. You pop this open, this lifts up, this folds out. You got 3 different compartments in here. I won't plow through the compartments, but I'll tell you what's in it. This kit is designed for boo-boos, broken bones, and bullet holes. Boo-boos, broken bones, and bullet holes, okay? In the back here, in here is everything that would be in a bear fac. It's all the contents of a bear fac back here. So if you gotta literally deal with gunshot wounds, sucking chest wounds, tension pneumothorax, lacerations, wound closures, wound packing, all of that is in the back, okay? That's the bullet holes part. In the front, here you have a boo-boo kit, okay? Minor lacerations, scrapes, over-the-counter medicines, Band-Aids, all that stuff. And then in the middle, you got broken bones. So you got cohesive bandages, ace bandages, SAM splints, the whole 9. So literally, this kit has the bare fat guts, an advanced surgical kit that has sutures, hemostats, scalpels, bandage scissors. What else is in there? BZK wipes, all that stuff. You got the Condor pouch, you got a SAM splint, you've got gloves, you've got oral rehydration salts, over-the-counter medicines, duct tapes, surgical tape, 4x4 gauze, 2x2 gauze, 10 of each, steri strips for wound closure, a Mylar emergency blanket, knuckle bandages, 20 Band-Aids, more BZK wipes, and a Sharpie. And you can add to this, if you want to check out, a SWAT tee, combat gauze, and an additional 6-inch emergency trauma dressing because it's already got one in it. That's the adventure kit. It's like literally for off-roading in your Jeep, or it's almost, it's not, but it's almost the equivalent of the North American Rescue Combat Lifesaver Kit, which is awesome. And you can take it kayaking, you can take it on your next Boy Scout outing if people still do that or whatever. And it costs less than 2 bear facs. Okay, so it has all the contents of a bear fac, plus the boo-boo kit, plus the broken bone stuff, plus the OTC meds, plus the exposure stuff, and it costs less than 2 bear facs. It's a phenomenal kit. That's the adventure kit. I'm sorry, Liberty. Please don't punch me in the face when I see you. I apologize. I'm going back to the report now. Okay, awesome. Liberty, 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 liberty. One man is progressing with preparedness, gardening, and he and his wife are expecting their first child. Congratulations. I appreciate you. Blessings on you and your home. That is awesome. And another viewer says, quote, thank you, Bear Fam, for the work you all do daily. For the daily doses of reality someone always needs to hear. It really does make a difference. In my life personally, it has led me to my renewed faith in God and even some in my fellow man. To be honest, I had not noticed how far I had strayed from the Most High, little by little over the years. Busy chasing the almighty dollar, trying to keep up in a race with no winners. I have changed course. I am back to reading my Bible regularly and actually talking to the Father in prayer, not just going through the motions. It is hard to explain, but I feel again. I feel His grace, His presence, and His peace. It really brought a new meaning to your original mission statement, save lives, when Bear pointed it out in the brief yesterday. Amen. All praise to the Most High, man. That is awesome. Bless you. I'm telling you, mission statement for your life, because it starts with that. Save lives. What are we going to do? We're going to save lives. How are we going to do it? Don't know yet, but it starts with talking at this iPhone with 1,100 of our closest friends so that we can put good out into the world. And we realized that saved lives was inadequate. It was a great starting place, but it was inadequate for what we were experiencing. So then we did this. To save lives while in service to the Father's kingdom. While in service to the Father's kingdom and experiencing the abundance of His provision and blessings. And man, that is Him and me and y'all in unity, working together to do this thing. And I will never forget that. Thank y'all. Thank you. You help us do this. You are just as much a part of what we do here as I am, as my wife is, as Sister Renee is, as Brother Forrest is, as Brother DR is, as Sister Liz is, as Yankee is, as Liberty is, as Sister Monica is, as the Dance Monkeys are, as Brother Chad is, as Crazy Canuck at Grindstone is, as all the people that come alongside us and partner with us. This thing is massive, and it's good. It's not good because of me. It's good because of Him. And He allows us to experience that goodness when we stay in line with His will, man. I love you back, man. I really do. I got some more of this report, but I'm not doing it. Other than I'm going to tell you to support small businesses and protect the innocent. And thank you for the growth that Bear Independent is experiencing, because you guys tell me all the time, Bear, you keep saying, praise the Father, it's all Him, but He used you to get to me. Well, I'm telling y'all, praise the Father, but He uses you to get to us. This is a back and forth, and really good things are happening on this side of the camera because y'all support us in what we do. You lift us up in prayer. You meet with us daily. And we are all, to the best of our ability, trying to walk in the way that the Father has convicted us to walk. And so thank y'all. Y'all are badass. The Bear Nation is strong. You want to know why? Because the Bear Nation is just one camp full of tents here in the Father's kingdom. That's why. That's why. Let's pray. Father Yah, thank you for being badass and enormous. Father, thank you for these people. Father, thank you for my people, my wife and my children, my friends and my camp and my tribe. Father, thank you that we don't have employees, we have brothers and sisters. Father, thank you that we don't have viewers, we have a Bear Nation. Father, thank you for doing enormous things with us and through us, and thank you for partnering with broken people to accomplish your will here on earth. Father, I lift everybody within the sound of my voice up, and I thank you for allowing them to help me hold my arms up even as I lift them up. If there's anything within the sound of my voice, Father, that is not of you, I rebuke it in the name of Yeshua HaMashiach and command it to flee. I pray that you'd fill us up with your Ruach HaKodesh, your Holy Spirit, that you would be indwelt in us for love and for compassion, for wisdom and discernment, for peace and comfort, Father, for strength and power and authority in the name of Yeshua, to do many mighty works in your name and to steward your kingdom, to respect our Adamic covenant, to rule and subdue until you return. Father, thank you. Thank you for everything that you're doing. Father, thank you for lighting fires under people and opening eyes and opening ears and opening hearts and plowing the fields of our hearts that your seed might fall there and be fruitful, Father. Thank you for all of this. Thank you for being sovereign over all things, including this chaotic world, and for having a plan and for including us in it, and for using us to the best of our broken ability. Father, I pray that you just pour out blessings on everybody within the sound of my voice today, and that you would convict us to do your will. And I ask these things in the mighty name of Yeshua HaMashiach. Amen. Oh, Shalom overall living. I love you, bro. Y'all are awesome. Go be the light, Bear Nation. Let it shine. Go teach this world how to do this thing we call life.